And thank you for joining our Fridays for Florida virtual discussion. Tonight, we're going to be talking about national security as it relates to gun violence. And, we do this conversation, seems like quite often now, especially with all of the gun violence that's taking place in America. But tonight, we wanted to focus on why it basically has become a national security issue. Here's the definition of national security. National security or defense, a national defense is security and defense of a sovereign nation, including its citizens, economy, and institutions, which is regarded as a duty of government. Originally conceived as protection against military attack, national security is widely understood. Also, non-military dimensions, including the security from terrorism, minimization of crime, economic security, energy, um, environmental security, food security, and cybersecurity. Similarly, national security risks include, in addition to the actions of other nations, actions by violent non-states, by narcotic military, narcotic cartels, by multinational corporations, and also the effects of natural disasters. Today, some of the non-military security and cybersecurity, human security, and environmental security protocols that are in place can work towards protecting our families here in the United States from gun violence. Gun violence in America has become a national security emergency. Gun violence threatens our most human right, and that to life. It should be treated as domestic terrorism, and it should be called as such. Here are some statistics on gun violence in America. Every day, 321 people are shot in the United States. Among those, 111 people are shot and killed. 210 survive gunshot injuries. 95 are intentionally shot by someone else and survive. 42 are murdered. 65 die by gun suicide. 10 survive an attempt on their life. One person is killed unintentionally every single day. 90 people are shot unintentionally and survive. One person is killed by legal intervention every single day. 4 people are shot by legal intervention and survive. One person died, but the intent was also unknown. 12 are shot and survive, but the intent was unknown. This is what takes place every single day in America dealing with guns. Some of the things that we could do to pass meaningful gun legislation in this country to help improve national security are some of the things that we're going to be talking about here now. Now, there are tons of ideas that are presented each and every year by organizations like Everytown, the Center for American Progress, the Brady Campaign, Prevention Institute. There's just a host of organizations that are constantly coming up with ways to help end gun violence because it has become a national security emergency. It's a national threat to our survival in this country. On any given day, you don't know whether or not you may make it because of the fact that there are so many guns that are being produced. I think it's something like 8 million guns are being produced every single year. There is so much that goes on in our country when it deals with fear, when it deals with mental health, when it deals with hate, anger. So much goes into those emotions that fuel a lot of the gun violence that we're seeing. And so we have to take a look at what can we do at the national level, from the federal level, to help end gun violence in America. Now, I know that there is no one size that fit all, but we can begin to talk about some of the things that we can do legislatively, things that we could do to help move the needle on this issue. And I have 5 things that I just want to share, and then we can talk about this a little bit later on Facebook, Twitter, or any of the social media platforms that we have our Power Hour, and we can get into it. And I definitely want to hear from you. So if you are watching this broadcast, be sure to generate some ideas so that we can begin to work towards a safer internet for everyone across the country. So those 5 things that to serve as a starting point is to make extreme risk protection orders available in every state. We can disarm all domestic abusers, support local violent prevention and intervention programs. We need to require background checks for all gun sales. And we really need to consider the idea that we should reserve assault weapons and high capacity magazine ammunition to military use. We have a lot to do, but these are just 5 things to serve as a starting point. And one of the reasons that I'm running for the United States Senate is so that I can make sure that our children, our families are safe. And this is what members of Congress should be focused on, because as a national security issue, this gun violence issue heading to the very top, killing more Americans than probably any other issue in this country. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to be here with me today to have this conversation around national security to gun violence in this country. And I look forward to speaking with you again next Friday. If you want to join our team, please visit our website at alanellison.com. Join us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Discord, and you can find those at Alan Ellison. Just by simply typing the name into the search, you will be able to connect with us, help us to amplify our message, and be sure to do your part in raising awareness on the issues that matter. And right now, gun violence is sweeping through this country. It's almost on a daily basis that people are dying by gun violence at very large and alarming rates. So again, thank you all very much, and you have a wonderful evening.